This is my student support goal for 2023. And I created this little card that I give to students as they did the self-esteem questionnaire from their book. And they transfer their total score here and circle whether the score was negative or positive. And I have them put the number to the item of, in this case, the odd number they agreed with most, what they found true about themselves. Likewise, the even. And there, among all 30 items, which particular area would you want to grow the most? And it didn't take long to realize students didn't do a very good job of tallying their score, and I was getting false results. So I wound up doing away with this part and simplified it. And this was the critical data anyway. So this is what I used the rest of the semesters. Then I had the tedious task of tallying it all up. So I typed in on a spreadsheet all the items from the questionnaire and a reminder what the positive was like and what the odd and even stood for. And I did that without positive and negative numbers. And then the one for which the area they want to grow the most. And the key was to tally them up and then look among these numbers which were the highest. Then I created a PowerPoint and I'd show this to the students. They knew that it was all anonymous, so no one had any reason to think they're being called out or anything. So they see that, first of all, it's based on the results of 180 students, so I had a good data set to work with. I'd refreshed their memories what the odd and even numbers represented. And what did they, most common item to select from the even was this, number 14. Likewise, the most common item to select among the odd. Didn't find too much information from those. We'd had some talk about it, but not very insightful, to be honest. Is this where I found most of the fruit of the labor here? Which area do they want to grow the most? Because this kind of was disclosure, self-disclosure is where I feel vulnerable or the weakest or where I need to grow. And 18 students said they have a hard time letting go, dwelling on negative feelings. Right behind that, negative self-talk. And just behind that, sacrifice needs for others. And just behind that, inability to admit insecurities or face fears. So this led to a good time of discussion, but as well, I think the students to see this and to see how these were the leading numbers, obviously it resonates with many of them who select either one of these four, any one of these four. And they would see themselves in this and say, hey, I'm not alone, or this is a common facet of humanity, whatever. But so I like that, and I think going forward, I won't be using this tally sheet any longer. I tried it for a year for each semester. The data I have, I think in the future what I will do is still have the students do that activity in class, and then when we finish, maybe to show them the results from this study so they can, again, kind of see themselves in this and realize, hey, I'm not alone.